Today we're doing a video on a 1966 Chevy Impala that just came into our inventory. The car really needs a new paint job, but at 20 foot, well, I'm standing here 15, 20 foot, it looks great. You get up close, the car has a ton of chips in it, and it has a lot of heavy paint that is cracking. So I'll do my best to point out other flaws, but as far as the overall condition, it looks good at 20 foot. The car will need a new paint job. If you look at the undercarriage pictures at our website, coyoteclassics.com, this car has a rust-free trunk. The floor pans, frame, everything's been nicely detailed and very solid and original. So I think the only major rust repair that it's had underneath is it's had a new trunk pan, and they did a really nice job on it. It's powered by a small block V8 2-barrel power steering. If I remember right, I think this is a 283. As far as our codes go, it's IGF, which I think came back as a 283 original style engine. It does have power steering. As far as under the hood goes, bottom of the hood's painted black, looks nice. Inner fenders, heaters all hooked up still. This is a really good running driving car. I think the carburetor probably could use to be gone through, but it really doesn't run bad at all. The hood lines up really nicely all the way across the front. Driver's side, passenger side gaps are good. Sits up just a little higher here. Not bad though. As far as our front bumper's original, grill's original, very presentable for a driver, but if you're going to do show quality, you'd want to redo it. But just nice driver quality. As we look out across the hood, it's got a couple little dings in it over on the passenger side, just very small stuff, and a bunch of just little chips, stuff like this. It's got quite a few of them over, probably a dozen of them over on the driver's side. If you look all the way around the top of the car, kind of on the top of the quarters and stuff, you can see whoever painted it years ago didn't prep it right, or got the paint too heavy, and over time it spider webbed and cracked. So you can see underneath here that this car was red before he painted it. Tires on it are older as well. It's got the SS hubcaps. We look here, just tons of chips along here, tons of chips here. This car would be a really easy paint job as far as the body and stuff goes. It's really decent. You can kind of tell right here in this bottom, this quarter, you can just see those lines here that the paint's cracking, and all along here as well. As you look where the paint is peeled, they put a little red paint on there just to touch it up for now until somebody paints it to protect it. But that's original. It's a bare metal all along the top of this quarter, and under this paint was stripped to bare metal when it was done. So it should be an easy one to redo. I just didn't have time to do it at this time. It's got dual exhaust on it. Back bumper has a real decent shine. There again, it's got scratches and stuff. It's original. Look down the sides, there's a little waviness to it, just a little blotchiness probably in that paint. But as far as the car goes, I think it's pretty straight. It could be easily block sanded and be a nice car. No blisters that I can see in that back rear quarter panel. That's all nice and solid. As we go over the wheel well itself, that's nice and solid too. Maybe a couple little blisters, possibly right here. Just a little bit above that rocker chrome. As we look at the door handle, there's pits in the door handle. I'd classify this as a parade quality car. I mean, it looks, like I said, it looks good at 20 foot and it's usable. As we go down here, not too many of these Impala doors look as nice as this one. Absolutely no filler anywhere in this corner. It's all original, very nice. Rubbers are original. They're a little dry. You can see they're cracked a little bit, but they still have some sort of a flexibility to it. As far as our window felts, they're all original too. They're dried out. Door panel's original, armrest is original. That all looks really good on the passenger side. Window cranks still have a decent shine to them, a few little pits, but really in good shape. As we look here, all these appear to be a red car. Don't see anything else in there for any other color in the door jambs. As far as this goes, it looks to me like the original quarter still. Nice door jamb. New scuff plates on it. Carpet, it looks like that was replaced. Dash pad is really in good shape. You got a little bit of wrinkling at the very front of this dash pad, but I don't see any cracks along the top. Seats are original as well. You can look along the edge, you can see a little stitching here. The front seat really looks nice on the top side, but as you look in the back, you can see where it's just kind of worn here on the back part of the seat. And kind of you can tell it's the original. The back seat's in decent shape. We do have a seam split here, and we have a couple little ones by the rear speaker. The seat bottom looks good. Door panels are decent, but you got a rip in the door panel right here on the top. So door shuts good. The top's really nice also. You can look at our website pictures. Top's a white tops in great shape. Inside the trunk floor is beautiful. Spare jack. Everything is really nice on it. Here's what I'm talking about. I just dabbed some red paint in here, but this is bare metal, guys. So where that paint is peeled up, the previous owner must have took this car to bare metal. So there's not like Bondo or anything like that that's making that paint crack. I'm just assuming that was just poor prep, or didn't put enough hardener or too much hardener, something like that in it. This rear quarter panel is doing the same thing above the wheel well, and then above that chrome it's spider webbing there. As you look up the driver's side really is nice and straight on it. Behind the rear quarter is all solid. We got one little blister right here. There again, it could be just because that's cracking, that paint's cracking. Over the wheel well looks good except for all the cracking. You can see that here. In front of the wheel is nice. Lower door, lower fender, rocker, all looks nice and solid. A little surface rust right here, but that's just where the paint's chipped. Here on the door also, like I said, it's got a bunch of paint cracks, just tons of them here in this area. Open up the door, the rear quarter jamb looks nice. Got the factory VIN number, matches the title. Driver's side door panel, it's split right up here, and it's got a split here in the armrest. But other than that, the door panel itself looks really good. Corner of the door is great. The odometer shows 43,721. I'm guessing it's 143. Definitely not a 43,000 mile car, judging by the interior. Wipers are in working order. I just took it down and put 12 gallons of gas in it. Gas gauge definitely works. Heater fan works. It's got a probably 1980s AM FM radio in it. Not getting any sound out of that. So heater works, wipers work, speedometer works, gas gauge works. Clock does not work, and neither does the horn. It feels good, like you got a good pressure there. I just don't know if we have a horn hooked up. Oh, there we go. Okay, horn does work. This has got the 2-speed power glide transmission. There's also an oil receipt for back in 09, 43,246 miles. So since 09, it's had less than 500 miles on it. Transmission seems to shift good. Goes down the road nice as well. As far as our shocks, feel good. The tires on it, if you look at the tread, the tires don't have the best tread on them anymore. Kick down on the transmission works, shifts right down to first, goes right back up into second. We'll try our brakes, drum brakes, no pull left or right, they stop nice and straight. The power steering works really well also. Nice tight steering wheel. Transmission shifts about 40-45 a second. Doing about 60. Really a good driver project is how I'm going to classify this Impala. Looks good at 20 foot. The interior is very serviceable the way it is for original. Goes down the road good, maybe a new set of tires it needs, but as far as the alignment, it goes straight down the road. It's a good beginner classic car.